Welcome to Britannica Shanghai.
欢迎来到上海不列颠学校。
Britannica aqui hoje no Sopanhão.
Olá, bem-vindo à Britannica Shanghai.
Bonjour, bienvenue à Britannica.
שלום, ברוכים הבאים לבריטניקה שנחאי.
Benvenuti a Britannica Shanghai.
Located in the heart of the city, Britannica International School.
Hey, Mr. Farrell, this isn't your video.
Yeah, it's our video. Get it?
Excuse me?
欢迎来到上海不列颠。
Hey, speak English.
我就要说中文。
听着，我们在这里说英文就好啦。
Located in the heart of the city, Britannica International School, Shanghai offers a full British curriculum, adapted and extended to meet the needs of international students.
Our purpose-built campus features a wide range of facilities, including specialist science and art facilities, with both primary and secondary library learning centers and fully equipped ICT suites.
At Britannica International School, Shanghai, the highest quality, fully trained teachers from the UK are selected for their experience and excellence. Each one is proficient in teaching the English national curriculum from the early years of age through to achieving the highest pass rates at IGCSE and A-level examinations.
In addition to the core curriculum, we also support the breadth of student languages, offering a world language program to provide native language lessons throughout the school for Mandarin, Korean, Japanese, French, Italian, and Hebrew.
We also have specialist teachers offering the highest quality English as an additional language, EAL program. In addition, all of our teachers are trained to deliver a curriculum to both English first language and second language students in their classroom.
Here at Britannica, we have the house championships. There are 4 houses: Yellow Tigers, Green Dragons, Red Phoenix, and Blue Lions.
We are all given a house. I am in Red Phoenix.
Me too.
It's kind of like a team for the school. We have so many house events, such as Sports Day, the Swimming Gala, Crazy Hair Day, charity events, and so many more where we can gain house points for our team.
At the end of the year, we find out who has won, and the winning house get to lift the house championship trophy.
Yay!
Hi, I'm here at EYFS Outside Learning Garden. Here the children can play with each other and can experience outside learning. Now, let's go and talk with one of the EYFS teachers. Hi, Ms. Gillespie. I love the garden you have for the children to play with. Can you tell me more about the garden?
Yes, our garden was developed last year so that we can have fun inside and outside. So all the children enjoy playing in there, and we have activities where they can use their big muscles so they can learn how to grow and then develop skills ready for when they go to primary.
Oh, thank you. Can you tell me how the children learn in EYFS?
Well, it's a bit different from the rest of the school because they're learning new skills all the time. Because I bet when you were 2, 3 or 4, you didn't know some things. So what we do is it's very social, and we have different activities at different tables where the children can choose how to learn and what they learn. So it's very play-based, but they're actually learning stuff where the adults help develop their language and those skills.
Wow, that was fantastic. Can you tell me what is a normal day in EYFS?
Well, a normal day, well, we do have routines, but there's never a normal day because we're always having fun and learning in different ways. But we start in the mornings with a little carpet session, which is a song, dance and stories, and then we get involved with all our learning throughout the day. So sometimes we'll be in big groups, sometimes we'll be in small groups, and of course, we'll be in our outdoor area learning too.
Wow, thank you for that.
Hello, Kira. Do you have some questions for me? Are you interviewing me? How exciting. Right, off we go.
What is a day like at Britannica in primary?
Oh my goodness, what a fantastic question. Now, the best way for me to show you is, can I show you my timetable? Because I teach in year 1, so we might have a different timetable to you. So let's have a look, shall we? So there's one here. We stand up and have a look. Thank you for holding my timetable, Kira. Okay, so let's start with having a look at what a year 1 timetable looks like. Now, what year group are you in?
Year 2.
You're in year 2, so it's a bit different for you. So the children come in the morning and they've got their phonics. So that's where we learn all about letters and sounds. And then we have a play time and a snack time. And then we might do some English, where we might do some lovely story writing. Do you like story writing?
Yes.
I bet you do. Okay, if you hold it up higher, there we go. Then we'll do some maths as well. So we look for patterns in numbers. We might do some shape work. Do you like doing maths as well, Kira?
Sometimes it's a little bit hard.
And then we've got lunchtime and we go to our lovely canteen and have a delicious lunch. Thank you for holding that up for your arms. Okay. And then we might do some history where we learn all about the past. And then we've got music and then library. So that's a typical Thursday in year 1. Does that sound quite exciting to you? Okay, should we sit down and I'm going to ask you a question now. Okay, Kira, so I'm going to ask you, what's your typical day in year 2? What do you do in year 2? Do you do phonics as well?
Yes,
Yes.
we do phonics. We go to the library yesterday.
Lovely. And what did you do at the library?
Got some books.
Fantastic.
Miss Frida read us some stories and it was lovely.
It was lovely. Oh, I really like a library session as well. Do you have another question for me?
Yes. What is your favourite part of the day?
Oh my goodness, what a super question. It's very difficult to answer that one for me because I like the beginning of the day when we greet the children coming in. I love teaching all the lessons with the children, and I just love having lots of fun because that's what we're here to learn and also have lots of fun as well. So that's a tricky one for me. Can I ask you, what's your favourite part of the day?
When we do English and art.
Lovely.
Because sometimes we learn about the ocean in English and I really like the ocean. And the art, I really like drawing.
Wow, fantastic. You know, I really like those 2 subjects as well. It's difficult to answer that one, isn't it? And do you have another question?
Yes. What is your favourite subject?
Oh, okay. Well, I teach all subjects in year 1. However, I'm a bit like you. One of my favourite subjects is art because I love painting and drawing, and I also love English as well. But I'm also the maths coordinator for the whole school, so of course I do love maths and I love working with numbers and spotting patterns. So it's one of my favourite things to do. Okay. Well, can you tell me what your favourite subjects are? I know you've said English and art. Do you have any other favourite subjects?
Computer science.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Sometimes Chinese.
Fantastic. So you like lots of different subjects. It's very difficult to choose, isn't it? If you love learning and you like them all. Well, thank you so much for my interview today. Did you have fun?
Yes.
It was lovely to answer your questions. Okay, so should we go back to our learning now?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Kira.
Welcome.
Mr. Monington, where are you? Oh, Mr. Monington, where are you? Oh, come on! Aha!
Oh, Eric, you've just caught me reading my most favourite books here in the JLC.
Oh, well, I don't blame you. Let me just introduce us. My name is Eric, I'm from Year 6, I'm 10 years old and I'm from Czech Republic. This is Mr. Monington. He taught me in Year 4 and now he teaches my sister too. We used to love this room, didn't we?
We really did, and I tell you what, it's full, it's packed with books and so many different styles, genres, authors, anything you could wish for. And what's even better, as you know, Eric, is the fact that we've got the money to be able to then buy more books whenever we need to. And we're really looked after because we've also got Miss Frida in here as well.
Oh yes. You know, Mr. Monington, I think we should just sit and read for a bit.
Why not?
Well, let me choose a book. This one.
Go for it.
Right now we are at the backstage of the school theatre here in Britannica. This theatre has a professional sound and lighting system and seats for up to 300 people. Let's see what's going on. Ah, Miss Morton. Miss Morton is one of the music teachers here at Britannica. Thank you, Miss Morton, for joining me today. Can you just tell us, what is this theatre at Britannica used for?
So this theatre at Britannica, we have lots of different shows, events, concerts that we hold in the theatre. Last December we had a series of 5 concerts featuring students from nursery age all the way through to Key Stage 1, 2, 3 and 4. We even had a Year 11 band as well performing their own music as well, which was absolutely brilliant.
Do we also have like any talent shows here?
We do have a talent show called Britannica's Got Talent, which is a show where students showcase their talents and their different musical skills. We even had some dance one year, I think, as well. Did you perform in the talent show?
Oh yeah, I did. I did an act on Harry Potter.
Did you win?
No, it was a disgrace, but I didn't. And what about any Mandarin program here?
So, at Chinese New Year, which obviously is a very important festival, we have the performances here in the theatre as well. So we have students performing songs and pieces of music in Mandarin, Chinese drumming, all different kinds of things for the festival.
So right now, we are at the music practice rooms. At Britannica, we have 4 different music practice rooms where students receive one-to-one lessons on several different instruments. Now, let's see if anybody's playing now. Ah, Larissa!
One of the defining features in today's modern classroom is the relationship between education and technology. We live in a connected world where an estimated 40% of the world's population now uses the internet, and this number is set to grow exponentially. Britannica's digital learning practice is defined by the effective use of technology. It encompasses the application of a wide spectrum of practices, including blended learning, which combines online educational materials and opportunities for online interaction with traditional classroom methods, as well as virtual learning environments, which are web-based platforms dedicated to all digital aspects of course study. All orbital schools, of which Britannica Shanghai is part, we make use of Canvas by Instructure for our VLE delivery, our virtual learning environments. Canvas has afforded Britannica wide access and flexibility to student learning. It has made learning more pedagogically rich, personal and time effective, which was so well documented with the school closure in January 2020 due to COVID-19. Canvas's extensive range of data mining metrics allows for new ways to help students succeed. It allows teachers to measure student learning over time by showing how much progress can be attributed to the teacher's practice, separated from other factors that affect students' learning. It facilitates in setting realistic yet rigorous goals for student growth that allow teachers to customize instructional practices to the needs of their students. Britannica Shanghai was one of the first schools within the Corona shutdown to make use of the rich applications Canvas integrates with, such as screencasting, live conferences, and real-time student and parent feedback through the gradebook, calendar, and messaging services. The value of Canvas's VLE has never been more evident than now. There is no doubt these technologies are supporting progress and leading to improved outcomes. By leveraging the use of technology, we have been able to deliver project-based, inquiry-led, cross-curricular programs, where learning through making is a pedagogical imperative, thereby making the learning not only relevant, but also life-changing.
Hello, my name is Raphael Bell. I'm a student in Year 12 here at Britannica Shanghai. I was born in London. I lived in Brazil, Spain, and now Shanghai, where I've lived for over a year. With me today here is Miss Phillips, Head of English. Miss Phillips, I have a few questions for you. What IGCSEs will students at Britannica be working towards in English?
So, students at Britannica are offered both second and first language at GCSE. They do their Cambridge examinations, international examinations, and these are prepared from Key Stage 3 into Key Stage 4. So, for those students that will be taking the second language option, there is a huge range of EAL support available for them as soon as they enter school here at Britannica. So, they are then, say they joined in Year 7, with this support they should be able to take first language by the time they reach Year 11. However, should they want to take the second language exam, that's offered to them as well.
I see. Are A-levels offered?
Yes, so A-levels, language and language and literature are offered as well, depending on the student. So should the student want to take literature, that's absolutely fine. If not, and say they've done language at IGCSE, then that would be offered as well.
How are second language learners supported?
So like I said a minute ago, there is a support system in place for second language learners or learners with very, very little English. They will be taken out and they can have extra EAL lessons, so additional language lessons per week with specialist support teachers as well as their English lessons. So the idea is then after they've had these specialist support lessons to build up their English, they can then be re-entered into the actual English lessons and work their way through them as well.
How many lessons of English are there a week?
So there are 3 lessons in Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4, 120 minutes long of English per week. Those lessons consist of reading, writing, speaking and listening. So again, at second language they'll be tested on all 4 elements, so they're well prepared for that. In terms of the first language exam, there is more of a focus on reading and writing, especially in terms of creative writing and analysis, which will be gone into in depth as well, but with support in the class for the second language learners.
What is the main aim for the English curriculum at Britannica?
So the main aim with Britannica English is for it to be holistic. So we're not focused on grades, not supposedly an exam factory. What we are focusing on is, as well as developing the students' English capability, their creative writing, their analysis, there's also more of an international and holistic approach. So there are moralistic qualities spoken about. There's a heavy focus on debate and speaking, being able to have a debate without being offensive, but also be able to get your point across and to be strong in that regard. In terms of the internationalism aspect, there is a focus of looking at other societies, other countries and how they work and investigating them through English. So in Year 9 they might investigate poetry in the Second World War from a European perspective. They might then look at Shakespeare, and every single year they'll study a Shakespeare play and they'll look at the society that's been written in order to get more of a historical cultural appreciation of that as well. And we'll obviously be looking at the moralistic issues within that and whether or not they're still relevant.
And how do you measure success in English?
I think success in English comes from engagement with the students, so it's all about getting the students up and involved. It can't just be sat down looking at the board being dictated to. They need to be working with each other, working in groups, in pairs. For example, if it is Shakespeare, performing that play themselves. And again, just sort of feeding into confidence, which I think for us, our EAL support is massively beneficial for that, because it works with those that are least confident and pushes them forward their ability until they're able to join in a classroom environment with much more confidence and much higher ability, and hopefully much more engagement.
Very interesting. Thank you, Ms. Phillips. I'm now here with Mr. Rosenberg, head of the Maths department here at Britannica. Mr. Rosenberg, why don't you tell us a bit about your teaching career?
Okay, I've been teaching, this is my 12th year teaching. I graduated in Manchester, taught in Manchester for the start of my career, then took me to Vietnam, where I was there for 5 years in Vietnam, and then from there I was in Costa Rica, all at international schools. From Costa Rica, I came here. Now this is my 4th year here.
And what qualifications can one obtain?
Okay, so students here in We do run the IGCSE program, or the Cambridge program, so students go through the IGCSEs every 2-year course in year 10 and 11. And then from there we offer maths at A-level, which is the EdExcel program, where they get to do C1 and C2 in their first year, as well as Statistics 1. Following on into year 13, they will then go on to doing C3 and C4 and Decision 1.
I see. And are students successful at maths?
Yes, they're very successful so far. We've got excellent pass rates, 100% A star to C's in both GCSEs and A-levels. We also do some CAP testing, GL data in Key Stage 3, and our results are always very good and higher than the national average.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Rosenberg.
Thank you.
Come on, sir. Show us some moves.
Okay, hold on to this. You ready for this?
I'm now here with Mr. Nicholas, Director of Sports here at Britannica.
Hello everyone.
Mr. Nicholas, just have a few questions. What sports do you offer here?
Okay, so for our early years, our primary students and our secondary students, we offer a wide variety of sports, whether this be basketball, football, tennis, badminton, swimming. There's obviously a wide selection of sports that our students can take part in. Not only that, but for our secondary students, they can also have the choice of taking part in the IGCSE, which is a mixture of practical lessons as well as theory lessons as well.
And do the sports teachers do sports themselves?
Oh yes, of course. The sports teachers here are massively involved in sports. Myself personally, I was once a professional Taekwondo athlete, so I represented my country back in England in both national and international competitions. I know another PE teacher member who's from Ireland. He is the fittest guy I know. Quite jealous because he competes in Ironmans. He won actually the Shanghai Ironman last year, so yeah, he is incredibly fit. And our other PE teacher as well is a swimming enthusiast as well as a cycling enthusiast as well, so very high up in our sports for ourselves as well.
And what are the facilities like here?
Oh, the facilities are superb. So as you can see, we're in the gymnasium now. So we have a full-size basketball court with 2 fully functioning nets which drop down. We also have an indoor play area downstairs where we take most of our gymnastics lessons. We also have a football field outside with a full-size 7-a-side pitch, as well as a 200-metre running track going around it. And then finally, we also have an indoor swimming pool.
Oh, we're in the swimming pool.
Where's my basketball gone?
So you offer a variety of sports.
Yeah.
You have the facilities to cater them. But do you have any sports teams?
Yeah, so we are part of the Britannica Night Sports programme. Basically it's a programme where we invite students to take part in a variety of sports. So they're chosen sports, whatever sport they enjoy doing. And basically we train them weekly to take part in the Shanghai International Sports Association League. Now these involve league games or cup games where students from our school will take part against other students from other schools. And that is a yearly thing, okay? So obviously we take part in a variety of sports events throughout the year.
And do you hold any sports events here at Britannica?
Yes, so obviously our biggest event of the year is our sports day, where our EYFS students, primary students and secondary students take part in a variety of sports, and this runs throughout the whole week. We also run swimming galas where we invite other schools, other students from other schools to take part in our swimming gala events. So again, just competing. So we're trying to, or should I say we do, meet inter-school as well as intra-school competitions. So there's a lot of competitions happening throughout the year for our students to take part in and also enjoy.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas.
You are very much welcome. Bye everyone.
Alright, perfect.